Let me tell you a story about me as a young freshman in high school. I was athletic, but I never truly understood the effects that different foods could have on my performance, my energy level, and my appearance. It all began when I wanted to play high school football at one of the bigger schools in the area. Having never played football before, I knew that there would be a really big learning curve and that I would have to put in a lot of work. My father realized that one of the easiest changes to my lifestyle was to just simply stop drinking soda. Let me tell you, this was really tough at first because of the addictive qualities of soda and the sugar that it contains. However, after a few weeks of withdrawal symptoms, I had a significant increase in my energy level that allowed myself to work harder in the gym and on the field. This small change made me realize that what you put in your body really is what you'll get out of your body. From there, I began to build my meals around a lean protein, carbs to fuel my workouts and practices, and fats to keep my endocrine system up and running. From September to the following April, I went from a scrawny 5'11", 140-pound kid to a sturdy 6'1", 175-pound young adult. Since I didn't track exactly what I was eating, and I also wasn't focusing on my macronutrients or my calories, my weight was slightly sporadic. It was through tracking what I ate every day, as well as weighing myself, that allowed myself to go from a scrawny looking kid to an intimidating looking football player in the span of only 7 months. And it wasn't just show. I was stronger, faster, and I felt much better. I had much more energy, and I believe that people can take what I learned and use that to fuel their performance. Whether you're a sedentary office worker or a striving athlete, working out and eating right can help you improve your energy level as well as your performance at your job. At the beginner level, it is important to mitigate the amount of sugar intake, processed foods, as well as unhealthy fats, which are trans fats, and to limit your saturated fat intake. This is a basic fix, but when implemented in reality, it can be difficult because of the extremely addictive qualities of those foods. It can take significant discipline in the first few weeks to stick to your plan. After those first few weeks, when you experience most of your withdrawal symptoms, it will be much easier to stick on the health conscious path. At the beginner level, it's important just to be active. Do something that gets your heart rate up for at least 30 minutes a day. You can do any activity that you enjoy that gets your heart pumping. Going for a long walk, a bike ride, or a hike are some great options. However, I don't recommend any kind of weight training at this level for somebody that hasn't already been active because it can lead to injuries. Stay consistent and remember that you'll notice a big change in your health and energy level going from sedentary lifestyle to 30 minutes a day of activity. As far as tracking, staying away from unhealthy foods and keeping track of what you do on a regular basis with your exercise will help keep you accountable. If your goal is to gain or lose weight, tracking your weight at the same time every day will help you keep account of where you're headed towards that goal. Keeping a 3,000-foot view instead of looking at each individual day will help keep you on track instead of getting bogged down in all the details. In essence, look at the trend line and not at each individual day. Keep in mind that just because your weight isn't changing doesn't mean that you aren't progressing. You could be losing fat and gaining muscle, so look at yourself over time, as well as keeping track of your weight will help you keep an accurate sense of where you're at. At the intermediate level, nutrition is looked at much more carefully. Making sure that you have an accurate sense of your calorie and macronutrient intake is crucial. Macronutrients are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. These macronutrients perform different functions and should be changed depending on you personally and your goal. There are many diets that I've tried. I don't like the word diet because it gives people the sense that it is only a temporary change. I prefer the term lifestyle change because it implies that it's a permanent change to your lifestyle. Of these lifestyle changes, I found great sustainability and flexibility in the paleo diet. This basically means that you eat whatever a caveman would have had access to, so no processed foods. Click the link in the description to read more about the paleo diet. The point isn't to track every calorie that you eat, but to get an idea of what serving sizes are so you can eyeball your calories and nutrients. At the intermediate level, exercise can be much more fun and structured. There are many different types of exercise plans depending on you and your goal. I suggest a mix of strength training from weights and resistance, combined with cardiovascular endurance training, as well as flexibility training and stretching for injury prevention. These are what have worked well for me. Working up from 3 days a week to 6 days a week, and adding cardio which can be altered for you and your goals. At this level, keeping a rough track of your calorie intake will help pay large dividends later on with either weight loss or gain in mind. To make sure you are gaining or losing weight, make sure you weigh yourself at the same time every day. Don't forget to follow the same advice that I said for beginner tracking. Tracking your exercise will help make sure you're getting stronger, more flexible, and improving your cardiovascular shape. The advanced person has very high goals for health and fitness, or is an athlete training to either go to college or the professional level. Now, nutrition is kicked up another notch. This is when calories and macronutrients, which we talked about earlier, are much more strictly tracked. Their precise percentages of daily caloric intake are specifically designed for each individual athlete's needs and goals. At this stage, there's almost no room for so-called cheat meals. Rather, there's indulgences, which are still healthy. These may not be the best to help them reach their goal. However, they're used as a reward rather than a staple of their nutrition plan. Exercise at the advanced level is typical of what people think of when they think of training for professional athletes. 5 to 6 working days a week, split between power, strength, speed, and cardio focuses, specific rest days and recovery days that incorporate yoga and other injury prevention techniques. Like I just alluded to, this is a very complex area. Each individual athlete should have their plan specifically designed to their needs and goals. At a high level, most athletes will want to focus on strength and power training from weights and other means of resistance. That is combined with sport-specific speed, agility, and cardiovascular endurance training. Tracking at this level begins in the morning with a weigh-in. Then every calorie that is consumed should be weighed and tracked for maximum progress. The workouts and nutrition plan should be planned ahead of time from qualified nutritionists and strength coaches. These will be tracked for the specialists to analyze the progress and make changes as needed. Through my own personal transformation, I was able to put on 35 pounds in the matter of only 7 months, most of which being muscle. Through each stage of advancement, a person can significantly change themselves and their abilities. You will see positive improvement simply by doing more consistent physical exercise and paying more attention to your nutrition. Depending on your goals, you can advance through the stages which I've outlined. I've linked some tools I use in the description, like my food scale and the scale I use to weigh myself every morning. I want to hear from you all in the comments. Please let me know about your goals and your progress. Knowledge is useless without action, so take action today and get more fit and healthy. Our mission here at Better One Day at a Time is to give you the tools to improve your life and to do that in a balanced way. We focus on 4 key pillars of a balanced life. Pillar 1, finance, money, and business. Pillar 2, health, fitness, and nutrition. Pillar 3, social skills, relationships, and communication. Pillar 4, mental and emotional strength. Balancing these 4 pillars is the answer to a fulfilling and enjoyable life. We do this to improve your lives and to create a better tomorrow for everybody. Please share our video and channel with somebody to lend a helping hand. Also, subscribe for future content and like and comment if you found it enjoyable. Don't forget to be better one day at a time, and I'll see you all in the next video.